sequence having infinite number of terms. It is not ending. It is going to be known as a infinite sequence. Till here we have written n terms, means here also it should be n terms only. Now what is L, dear students? L is nothing but we know a plus n minus 1 into d. That is the last term, isn't it? Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidyashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So in today's session, we are going to learn the new chapter, which is nothing but chapter number 5 in your NCERT textbook, and here are progressions. And here we are having session number 1, dear students. And what are all the topics under this session we are going to learn, dears? We are going to learn the meaning of a sequence and series. That is a definition of a sequence and series, and then nth term of an AP, sum to n terms of an AP, and based on this you are going to do problems. Okay. So here let us move on to what do you mean by a sequence. A sequence is an orderly arrangement of numbers or the elements you are going to have according to some rule. So according to some rule, we are going to arrange the elements of an terms. Okay. So we are going to arrange the element of a terms, the orderly arrangement of a numbers or the terms, we are going to call that one as a sequence. Now we'll move on to the next is nothing but finite and infinite sequence. So here a sequence having finite number of terms is called a finite sequence, and a sequence having infinite number of terms, it is not ending, it is going to be known as a infinite sequence. For example, you can take here 3, 7, 9, 10, 11. It will stop here. So this is called infinite sequence. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. This is going to be called as infinite sequence. Okay. So this is all the example you can see as a sequence only. In that category as finite and then infinite sequence. Now we'll move on to the series. What do you mean by a series? The sum of the terms of sequence. So whatever you are taking the sequence of terms, that summation, it will be giving you a series. The sum of the terms of a sequence is called series of the corresponding sequence. So of the respective sequence, you are going to name it as it is a series. For example, you can take this one as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 etc. form a series. Here you can have it as infinite series. Finite series means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, like that. You are going to add all that one. So obviously you are going to have infinite series only. Now we'll move on to the finite and infinite series. A series having a finite number of terms is called the finite series. A series having an infinite number of terms is called an infinite series. For example, 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 3 by 2 plus 2 is a finite series. You can add all these two, and then 4 plus 5 plus 6 or 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 etc. is going to be known as the infinite series. The summation of the sequence is nothing but the series you are going to have. Now we'll move on to what do you mean by arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is also written as AP. Okay, short form. So here the definition goes like this. An arithmetic progression is a sequence in which the difference between a term and its preceding term, okay, is a constant. It will be same you are going to have. The constant is known as the common difference. What you are getting, the difference between the preceding term and the next term, that is going to be known as the common difference, and it is denoted by the letter D. Okay. So, and then here example you can take it as 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. So, in this example you can have a form an AP. You can take the difference here. 3 minus 1 is nothing but 2. Similarly, 5 minus 3 is also 2. You can see here 7 minus 5 is also 2. So you are going to have same constant. If you take the difference between the second term and the first term, okay, that is a preceding term. And also here you can make a difference is nothing but is a 2 difference, and where 1 is the first term you are having, see, first term we are going to name it as 1 and the difference is nothing but 2, that is a D, okay. This is an AP, understood? Now let us move on to what do you mean by nth term of an AP. Now here I am going to take it as let first term of AP, let it be T1, so which implies that it will be considered as A. Let me take it as A can be any number. So how we are going to write this one as, which implies A plus 1 minus 1 into D. So 1 minus 1 into D is nothing but 0 into D. A plus 0 D is nothing but A only, right? Now, let me second term will be, second term of an AP is T2 I am going to take, which implies, which is A plus D. How we are going to write this one as A plus 2 minus 1 into D, okay. So, which is nothing but 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 into D is D only, which is A plus D. Similarly, third term will go as T3. T3 can be written as A plus 2D. Observe dear students, one term will be lesser. T3 is A plus 2D, T4 is A plus 3D, which I can write it as A plus 3 minus 1 into D, which is 3 minus 1 is 2, 2D. Okay. Similarly, I can have it as the nth term of an AP. Therefore, nth term of an AP, that is arithmetic progression, it is denoted by Tn. Tn is called the nth term, okay. Last term, which will be is equal to A plus, one term will be lesser, n minus 1 into D, isn't it? So this formula is very, very important. The first term of an AP is A, which is T1, second term is T2, term 2, okay, which is A plus D, third term is A plus 2D, which I can write it as A plus 3 minus 1 into D. Similarly, the nth term of an AP is Tn, nth term will be is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, where n is the number of terms, where n is the number of terms, and then D is the common difference, where A is the first term of an AP. Got it? So Tn is nothing but it is the nth term of an AP. Understood? So here nth term we are going to denote it by the letter L. Okay. So this I am going to name it as Tn, that is L will be is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, which is nothing but the last term. Last term is denoted by the letter L. L can be written as A plus n minus 1 into D. This is a formula you need to remember what is the nth term of an AP. Right? We'll move on to the next one. What is that? Sum to n terms of an AP. That means the series. Here you are going to have sum to n terms of an AP, means you are going to add all the terms. Let me take it as here. Let here Sn, sum to n terms means I am going to name that one as Sn. It is called sum to n terms, which will be is equal to, first term is A, second term is A plus D, third term is A plus 2D, fourth term is A plus 3D. It will move on, and the last term is nothing but A plus n minus 1 into D, which is nothing but your last term. So last term I can name it also as like L. So here I am taking as, see, which will be is equal to Sn can also be written as A plus D plus A plus 2D plus etc. plus L. L is nothing but the last term you are having, or Tn. Now let me write before L, you are going to have what? The last term, that is A plus N minus 2 into D. This is here. And here A plus N minus 3 into D. It will move on, isn't it? What I can write that one as? So Sn can be written as, let me call this one as equation 1. So let me take it as equation 2 as Sn can also be written as L plus L minus D. From the last term I am coming, plus L minus 2D plus etc. plus the last term is nothing but A. Understood? Now you are going to call this equation as 2. I am going to add the equation 1 and 2. So equation 1 plus equation 2. So what happens to this? See here, Sn plus Sn, left hand side it will become 2Sn. So therefore I can write here 2Sn will be is equal to, observe dear students, A plus L. A plus L. Similarly, A plus D plus L minus D. Minus D plus D will get cancelled. You are having A plus L plus A plus L. Again plus, see here also 2D plus 2D minus 2D will can cancel. A plus L will be remaining. A plus L plus etc. Here also the last term will be plus A plus L. Understood? By adding that to equation. Now, how many terms of A plus L you are having? Till here we have written n terms, means here also it should be n terms only. Therefore, I can write 2Sn will be is equal to how many terms of A plus L you are having? N terms of A plus L. That is n terms of A plus L. So, therefore, I can write the formula as 2Sn will be is equal to, 2Sn will be is equal to n terms of A plus L. Otherwise, Sn will be is equal to n by 2 into A plus L. Now, what is L, dear students? L is nothing but we know A plus N minus 1 into D. That is the last term, isn't it? Just we have learnt. Now, substituting that L here, it will be giving you Sn will be is equal to n by 2 into A plus, now L is A plus N minus 1 into D. Therefore, here A plus A gives you 2A. So, Sn is nothing but n by 2 into A plus A is 2A plus n minus 1 into D, where Sn is nothing but the sum to n terms and n is nothing but the number of terms. D is the common difference. A is the first term of an AP. So this is a formula you need to remember, as well as this formula also you have to remember. According to the given situation of the problem, we are going to use either of the formula. Understood? I hope you got this one. What do you mean by nth term of an AP? What do you mean by sum to n terms of an AP? Now, by remembering these formulas, we'll move on to solving the problem, dears. Now here, we'll move on to one marker problem. What they have asked us. One marker problem here, find, first one, 12th term of an AP such that the given here 1, 4, 7 is an AP terms. Now, let us find out the first one here. They have given, find the 12th term. How to write T1 is A, T2 A plus D, T3 A plus 2D. T4 A plus 3D, one term will be lesser. Then what about the T12? T12 can be written as, T12 is nothing but A plus one term lesser, 11D, where A is nothing but the first term, D is nothing but the common difference. Now here first term they have given it as 1, and the common difference you can make, A is nothing but the first term which is 1, and D is nothing but the common difference between this, that is 4 minus 1 gives you 3. So, D is the common difference which is the value 3 and A is 1. Therefore, I can substitute here T12 is nothing but the N is equal to the term 12. Correct? So therefore, I can substitute in the formula directly. T12 will be is equal to A is nothing but 1 plus 11 into D is nothing but 3. Which implies T12 will be is equal to 1 plus 11 3s are 33. So T12 you are having the term as 34. The 12th term of the given AP is 34. Or you can use the formula DS. They have asked here the 12th term. 12th term means N will be is equal to 12. The given series I have taken as A is equal to 1 and D is equal to, the common difference is 4 minus 1 3, 7 minus 4 also 3. So therefore you can write down the formula directly, or Tn will be is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. See dear students, if you substitute also, you are going to get the same formula, A plus 12 minus 1 into D, which is nothing but T12, which implies A plus 12 minus 1 is 11D. Same formula you are getting and the same procedure you are going to follow up. That's it, yes. I hope you got this one. Now we'll move on to the second question what they have given. Find the 30th term. 30th term is T30. T30 can be written as what? A plus 29D, one term lesser. That's it. Now here AP they have given it as minus 2, minus 5, minus 8, etc. So therefore, I can write it here. Given term of an AP, A is equal to minus 2 and D will be is equal to difference between the preceding term, right? And the next term, which is minus 5 minus of minus 2, which implies D will be is equal to minus 5 plus 2, or D is equal to minus 3. Now therefore, I know that 30th term is given by T30th is equal to A plus 29D. Now which implies A given value as minus 2 plus 29, D we have found out here minus 3. So therefore, I can, minus is minus, 9 3s are 27, 2 is the LCM, 2 3s are 6 plus 8, 2 is 80. So minus 2 minus 87 is nothing but minus 89. This is your 30th term of the given AP. Understood? We'll move on to the next question, dear. What they have asked, find the sum of the following arithmetic progression. Sum means SN. They have given here the series as like this, 2, 6, 10 to 10 terms. Sequences like this. They have given the sequences like this, 2, 6, 10, etc. to 10 terms. Let me take the first problem here. They have given the sequence as A is equal to what it is? 2 and D is equal to difference between that, which is 6 minus 2 or 10 minus 6. So D will be is equal to 4. Now you are having two 10 terms. Two 10 terms means N will be is equal to what they have given? 10. So N is equal to 10. We know the formula of Sn is given by Sn is equal to N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D. Why I have used this formula? They have not given the last term here. They have given N. If they have given N, we should use this formula only. If they have given the last term, we would have used as A plus L. Understood? Here we'll be substituting the values. N is nothing but 10 divided by 2 into 2. A we found out it is first term 2 plus N we know that 10 minus 1. D we found out that 4. Now first solve the bracket. You are getting 10 by 2. See, 10 by 2 is 5. So Sn will be is equal to 5 into 2 into 2 is 4 plus 10 minus 1 into 4 is nothing but 9 into 4. So therefore, Sn will be is equal to 5 into 4 plus, you are having 9 4s are 36. So which implies 5 into 40. So 5 4s are 20, which is 200. So Sn will be is equal to 200. That's it, yes. We'll move on to the next question by solving here only. That is 3 by 2 and what is that? They have given B. A is nothing but 3 by 2. D is nothing but difference between the second term and the first term, that is 2 minus 3 by 2, which implies D will be is equal to 2 2s are 4 minus 3 divided by 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. So 1 by 2 is the difference. Now by using the same formula, I can substitute as, so n will be is equal to 18. Now I can use the same formula, Sn is equal to n by 2 plus 2a plus into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Therefore, Sn will be implies n by 2, that is 18 divided by 2 into 2 into 3 by 2 a plus n minus 1, that is 18 minus 1 into d is 1 by 2. So therefore, by solving this, 18 by 2 is nothing but 9. Sn will be is equal to 9 into 2 will go, remaining is 1 into 3 is 3 plus 18 minus 1 is 17. 17 by 2, because into 1 by 2 you are having. Now you can take the LCM. Sn will be implies 9 into 2 3s are 6 plus 17 divided by 2, or Sn will be is equal to 9 into 17 plus 6 is 23 divided by 2, or Sn will be is equal to 9 3s are 27, 2 is the LCM, 9 2s are 18, 18 plus 2 is 20. So 207 divided by 2. This is your Sn. That's it, yes. So therefore, sum to n terms is given by 207 divided by 2. Right? I hope you got this one, how to solve. We'll move on to the next problems. What they've asked next problem is, if 3 by 5 k comma 13 by 5 are in AP, then find the value of k. R in AP means you can take the common difference will be same. That means the common difference between these is equal to common difference between these. Now you can equate as, see, k minus 3 by 5 will be is equal to 13 by 5 minus k. Correct? Now the common difference I have taken. Now you can solve this one. 5 into k is nothing but 5k minus 3 divided by 5, which will be equal to, here also 5 is the LCM, 13 minus 5k divided by 5. Now 5 will go, 5k minus 3 is equal to 13 minus 5k. Taking k terms to one side and constant terms to one side, 5k, if you shift minus 5k to this side, it will become plus 5k. 5k plus 5k gives you 10k. Now shifting minus 3 to that side, it will become plus 3. 13 plus 3 is 16. Therefore, k will be is equal to 16 divided by 10. Otherwise, it will go by 2. 2 8s are, 2 5s are, or k will be is equal to 8 divided by 5. This is your value of k. That's it, yes. By knowing the common difference of an AP, we found out the value of k here. I hope you got this one. We'll move on to the next problem. What they've asked. The first term of an AP is 3 and the common difference is minus 2. Find the 11th term. First term means what we are considering? A. So therefore given A is equal to 3. Common difference is D is equal to minus 2. They've asked you to find which term? 11th term. Therefore, what is T11 is equal to? How you are going to write T11, DS? T11 can be written as A plus 10D. Right? So, therefore, T11 will be is equal to A we know 3 plus 10 into D we know minus 2. Therefore, T11 will be is equal to 3 plus into minus is minus, 10 2s are 20, 3 minus 20 is minus 17. This is your answer. This is a 11th term of an AP. Understood? So, I hope you got this one. We'll move on to the next problem. What they've asked, 2 marker problem. Here, if the second term of an AP is 4, second term is T2. And the 10th term is 20, 10th term is T10. Find the 15th term. So let me take given second term, that is T2 is equal to 4, correct? We know T2 can be written as how? A plus D, that is A plus D is equal to 4. Let me keep this one as it is. And they have given 10th term, that is T10 is equal to 20. We know T10 can be written as A plus 9D is equal to 20. Now you got these two equations. You can solve these two equations by subtracting. Let me write one below the other. A plus 9D is equal to 20. A plus D is equal to 4. Now subtracting this, you are getting A minus A will go. 9D minus D is 8D is equal to 20 minus 4 is 16. Now 8 ones are 8 twos are. So D you got it as 2. Because I need to find out the 15th term there. That means T15 I need to find out. But you know already T15 can be written as A plus 14D. For that, I want what is A value, what is D value. That's what I am finding here. D I got. Now I can substitute in any one of the equation to get A. So I am taking first equation only. A plus D, we know that it is equal to 4. Or A we need to find out, that is 4 minus D. Or A will be is equal to D value, you know that 2. So A 4 minus 2 is 2. So you got D is 2 and A is 2. Now T15 is nothing but T15 is equal to A plus 14D. We know the A value is 2 plus B value also 2. Therefore T15 is equal to 2 plus 14 2s are 28, which is T15 is 28 plus 2 is 30. So this is a 15th term of a given problem. That is 30. I hope you got this one. We'll move on to the next problem of a 2-marker. What they've asked. The 5th term, that is the T5, exceeds the 3rd term by 10. Exceeds the third term by 10 means T5 minus T3, isn't it? By 10 is equal to 10 and the 6th term is 35. 6th term is T6. Find the AP. You need to find out the AP there. Now let me take it as they have given 5th term T5 minus T3 is equal to 10. It will be exceeding the 3rd term, isn't it? We know the T5 can be written as A plus 4D. T3 can be written as A plus 2D. Let me substitute that. So this is A plus 4D minus A plus 2D is equal to 10. Multiplying the minus sign, A plus 4D minus A plus into minus is minus 2D is equal to 10. Now here plus A minus A will go. 4D minus 2D is 2D is equal to 10. Otherwise 2 1s are 2 5s are. D is equal to 5. Now, if D is equal to 5, they have given the 6th term is 35. What is that? Given T6 is equal to 35. We know how to write T6. A plus 5D is equal to 35. We know the value of D from this. Substituting that, A plus 5 into 5 is equal to 35. Otherwise, A will be is equal to 5 5s are 25. 25 taking to that side, it will become minus 25. 35 minus 25 is 10. So, A will be is equal to 10. D is equal to 5. They have asked you to find out the AP. AP can be written as what? Therefore, AP is given by the form A plus D, comma, A plus 2D, comma, A plus 3D, etc. Right? So, therefore, A is nothing but we know 10 and A plus D, D it is 10 plus 5, 15. Again, you are having 10 plus 2 into 5. 2 into 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. It will move on. You can make out the difference here, 5 dear students. So, this is your AP. That's it. They have asked you to find out. I hope you got this problem. We'll move on to the next problem, dears. What they've asked. How many terms of AP minus 3, minus 5, minus 7 amount to minus 120? What is this amount to? Amount to 2 minus 120 means they have given it as Sn. So from the given, you can have given A is equal to minus 3. D is nothing but difference between this minus 3 minus of minus 3, which implies D is equal to minus 5 plus 3, which is D is equal to minus 2, and also they have given Sn is equal to minus 120. Now what they have asked here, how many terms? Terms means n we need to find out. Now we know the formula is given by Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We need to find out the n as it is. Sn they have given minus 120 is equal to n divided by 2 into 2. We know that a value is minus 3 plus n as it is. N minus 1 into d value is minus 2. Multiplying or solving the bracket, minus 120 is n by 2 into 2 3s are minus 6. Here plus into minus is minus. You can have, see, plus into minus is minus 2n. Again, plus into minus is minus, minus into minus is plus. Plus 2 into 1. So therefore, you can cross multiply this 2 here. Minus 120 into 2 is 240. Therefore, minus 240 is equal to n as it is. Now, minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 2n. You can multiply inside n. Minus 240 is equal to minus 4 into n minus n into n is 2n squared. You can bring all the terms to this side. It will become 2n squared minus, it will become here plus 4n. Here minus 240 is equal to 0. Now you can divide this by 2. So therefore n squared plus 2n minus here 120, which will be equal to 0. Now you can solve this quadratic equation. If you multiply, you should get 120. If you add or subtract, you should get 2. So here it is a possible case is 20 and 22. If you multiply, 12 into 10 is 120, and if you subtract 12 minus 20 is 2. So therefore I can take that one as n squared plus 12n minus 10n minus 120 equal to 0. Otherwise, n into n plus 12 minus 10 into n plus 12 is equal to 120. I can equate this. N plus 12 is equal to 0. N minus 10 equal to 0. Dears, you are having n plus 12 equal to 0 is n is equal to minus 12, which is rejected because n cannot be negative. So n minus 10 equal to 0 means n will be is equal to 10, which is the value of n. That is the 10th term you are having. Understood? So this is how you are going to calculate the n value. I hope you got this one. We'll move on to the next problem. What they have asked? 3 marker problem. The sum of 3 numbers in AP is 15 and their product is 105. Find the numbers. Now here I am taking the 3 numbers as let 3 numbers of AP is equal to A plus D and A minus D. These are all the 3 numbers of AP. So they have given the sum means what? Addition. Therefore, A plus D plus A minus D, addition of all this is 15 they have given. From this I can find out the A plus D minus D will go 3A is equal to 15. So otherwise 3 1s are 3 5s are, A is equal to 5. Now you got A is equal to 5 and they have given the product is 105. Product means what? I can have A into A plus D into A minus D is equal to 105. We know already A value, substituting that 5 into 5 plus D into 5 minus D is equal to 105. I can cancel throughout by 5. 5 1s are, 5 2s are, correct? 5 2s are and 5 1s are 21. 5 plus D into 5 minus D is A plus D into A minus D, which is A squared minus B squared, which is 21. Now you can take it as d squared to that side, 21 to this side. 5 squared is 25 minus 21 is equal to d squared. Otherwise, d squared is equal to 4. D is equal to plus or minus 2. You can take either plus 2 or minus 2. I am taking here plus 2 only. So therefore, you can have AP numbers is nothing but we have taken A minus D, A and then A plus D in a decreasing order. A minus D is nothing but 5 minus 2. So 5 minus 2, 5 and 5 plus 2. So therefore, you are getting 5 minus 2 is 3, 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. These are all the numbers of AP or in AP. Understood? This is how you are solving the question, dears. Okay, dear students, I hope you got this session how to solve the problems on AP of 1 marker, 2 marker and then 3 marker. In the next session, we'll be moving on to solving the problems of the 5 marker. Thank you. Have a nice day.